Hi everyone, welcome to another shave video. In this video, I'll be sharing my initial impressions of Wolfman WR2 1.05 solid bar. It is paired with a T-bump titanium handle, which leads to an overall weight of 87 grams, which I really like. I like that 80 to 90 grams range. It has a feather blade on its second use. I have used this razor for the last two of my shaves, and I'll be using it today again. I'll be using Homelike CRC soap. It's old base before the before the donkey milk. It's the original tallow version, and I'll be using the L'Occitane Plisson synthetic brush, which is a favorite of mine. So I'll go ahead and lather up and see you guys for the first pass. So yeah, my lathering is done. First pass, mostly with the grain, some across the grain. This is the fifth WR2 gap that I have tried. This is obviously fairly close to the original Wolfman WR2 gap 0.95, but a little bit more aggressive as expected. In terms of smoothness, it doesn't really lose any compared to the 1.05. Sorry, compared to the 0.95. So if you are using the 0.95 gap, if you want to get just a little bit more aggressive razor without giving up the comfort, this might be a good option for you. Extremely comfortable during the first pass for me. To be honest, this razor is comfortable during most of the passes. No complaint from me from the comfort point of view. Anyway, second pass, mostly across the grain, some against the grain. In this area where my beard growth is a little bit tricky, this razor is comfortable, but it could have been a little bit more comfortable. But no issues in any other areas, to be honest. Under the chin, I struggle just a little bit to get the best comfort and the best efficiency from this razor. It's comfortable, but I just struggle a little bit to get rid of the whiskers that I want to during the second pass. Just here, very comfortable going across the grain under my nose. myself here. It's okay. Probably should have loaded a little bit more soap, but that's fine. All of my soaps are kind of old now, and they have gotten firmer than they used to be in the beginning. So third pass mostly against the grain, some across the grain. Extremely comfortable on my chin. It is smooth, but there are razors I find smoother than this, at least on my chin. This is a trouble area of my neck. Still comfortable, but I could use just a little bit more comfort over here. Same goes for under the chin. It doesn't have that buttery smooth feeling that I get from some of the razors like Rockwell 6C, the Hybrid Tech, but it is smooth. I don't mind that. I don't mind the lack of that buttery smooth feeling. It's not. It's nice when you have it, but not really needed. Use a little bit of styptic pencil. Extremely comfortable on the cheek area for me. So I'll do a quick alum test. Some burn here, definitely some alum feedback here, and definitely some alum feedback here. Some under my nose as well. Also some here. Not much here, but I already used the styptic pencil. So So now let me share my final thoughts about this razor. What do I think about this? It's a nice razor. It's really smooth, very comfortable during the use. It gets the job done in a 3+ very well. I've used it with multiple days growth, 2 days growth, and today it was 24 hours growth. It works fine. It's not mild, but it's more mild than aggressive. It has some blade feel, not a lot, not intimidating, but there is some blade feel. So what else compared to, say, the other Wolfman? As I said, that it feels just a touch more aggressive than 0.95, but it doesn't lose out on the comfort end. So I prefer this to more than the 0.95 Wolfman. Compared to 1.15, which was my least favorite WR2, I definitely prefer this one, because 1.15 falls in a category where it's really not really aggressive, it's not really mild, it's really hard to follow the feedback, so I get quite a bit of alum burn / irritations from that. Compared to 1.25 and 1.55, which are two of my favorite WR2 razor. So you see, those razors have definitely way more blade feel than this, but they are almost as comfortable as this one, and it's easier for me personally to follow the feedback of those razors. What I mean by that is that those razors feel just as comfortable, just as aggressive as they truly are. So when I'm shaving, I don't accidentally apply more pressure than I should with those two gaps, which happens to be the case, which isn't the case for this one. I've been having trouble getting a alum burn free shave with this razor, which I can get with 1.25 or 1.55. So yeah, this I will definitely say that this feels less aggressive than it truly is, which is an important parameter for me. As I rotate between lots of razors, I don't have muscle memory for one of them specifically, so I rely on that feedback. So yeah, and I think for my use case, both Razor Game Changer 84 or Homelike Start 1.18 or even the vintage Red Tip, they offer the similar kind of aggression and comfort, and it's much easier to follow their feedback, and those razors are, in my opinion, have better proportional aggressiveness. That means they feel more like their true aggressiveness, whereas this one is kind of, I don't want to call this aggressive, but it feels more aggressive than it truly is. So if you have this, if you have this razor and you like how it shaves, I think it's really possible to just keep using it and get to the point that you don't get those alum burns anymore. But for someone like me who likes to rotate between lots of razors, I wouldn't really recommend this razor. It's a nice razor, but it's more geared to people who want to stick to 1 or 2 razors, because it will take some time to get used to that lack of feedback, for the lack of a better word. So yeah, this is not for me, but I can understand people loving it. I truly see the benefits. For example, the against the grain, the blade really feels very rigid. It doesn't have the buttery smoothness, if you know what I'm talking about, like when you go against the grain. But again, that's not really needed. It's still smooth enough. So yeah, that concludes my initial impressions of this razor. This one is a loaner. A friend of mine loaned it to me, so I'll send it back shortly. I will be using it for maybe 2 or 3 days more, and if my impressions change, I'll share with you guys. But so far, this is it. It's a nice razor. If you like this kind of razor, that means, like, say, 4 out of 10 aggressiveness. It feels smooth during the shave, but I'm having those trouble with alum burns. So if you get this razor, you have to really use it almost exclusively to get used to with that feeling. So yeah, but if you like to rotate between razors, I don't think this is the one. So anyway, it's gonna be it for me. The aftershave today is Euphros Rosa Oud. This scent actually goes really well with this Chypre Rose Concerto scent. I mean, sorry, this balm. And I like Jabonman balms a lot. So yeah, that's it from me today. See you guys sometime soon. Bye.